How to visualize magnetic fields. So we will start with electromagnetic results, and then there is a filter called Glyph, which draws vector lines. I have to choose orientation array as a field which will be used to draw magnetic fields. And notice that magnetic flux, vectorial magnetic flux, it has imaginary and real part. So you will need to check which has the largest magnitude, which defines mostly the direction of the magnetic flux. And this imaginary and real part, the largest amplitude will depend on the phase that you apply for your coils. So let's assume that in this case it is the real part that mostly defines the magnetic field phase. And then here under the scale you can choose whether you want to scale your field or not. So you can use either no scaling, but in this case I will use magnetic flux density, the same field that I applied for orientation. I click on this just to apply the scale factor. Later you will see what happens if I don't do that. I click apply, and if I now hide the magnetic field fields, then I can see as vectors have been plotted. So this particular scaling factor, if for example I increase it 2 times, then what I should see is that vectors should increase in size 2 times. If I remove scaling, then what we will see is that we will see all the vectors within the domain, and they will not scale according to the amplitude. Sometimes it will be preferred for you to scale the magnetic field, sometimes not, because, for example, if you have some elements with very large magnetic flux density, then you will see very large vector, and all the remaining will be like a small vectors. Further, you can change the density of vectors that you want to draw. For example, if we want to increase the vectorial density like 4 times, I just change this maximum number of sample points, click apply, and now we can see more points. So this is how you can draw vectors for magnetic flux or any other vectorial field.